Now, in case you didn't know this, our beautiful Espresso Studio art director celebrated her birthday very recently, invited all her family and friends, and she thought it a very good idea to share her idea of what inspired her table setting, what led to basically this beautiful table that you see in front of you right now. Matanna, so kind of you to share this with us. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. And you?
Fantastic. Now, I can't even begin to think of how you put an idea like this together, never mind the execution thereof. But take us through what inspired this.
So this is a simple nature-inspired table. And what I did was I chose one of my favorite restaurants, which is Superette in Woodstock, and I arranged to meet with the owner. And besides booking a table for my closest family and friends, I actually asked him would it be possible if I did my own decorating and table decor.
And usually restaurant owners are willing to let you do that if you ask nice enough, right?
Yeah, I think if you find the right place and the right vibe and you can connect with the people there, I think it can work.
Okay.
So this is a really good idea and a great alternative for if you're on a budget and you can't afford to actually hire out a venue and cater for 20 to 30 people. It's actually a great idea to go to your favorite place and actually ask, can I actually do this and set it up here on my table that I've booked.
Yeah, and we're all on budget, so there's no if. We want to be getting ideas like this so you can actually do this yourself.
Exactly. So what I did was I first went and after meeting with the owner and I looked around the restaurant. What was the look and feel? What was the vibe? And what could I use to incorporate into my table so that my table would match the theme? It's always good to try pair the two. You know, if you're going for something that's brightly colored, I wouldn't choose a place that was very like natural light and lots of plants and things like that. So try and match it up. So one of the elements I loved was Superette's menus because they're so visually beautiful. And I actually used those as the place settings for each guest. And then tied a little bit of old shipping tag with a little bit of eucalyptus leaf together, and that was where each guest kind of found what their place was.
Lovely.
So I started off, and Superette also had a beautiful big wooden table.
Like this one?
Exactly. So this is newsprint paper, which I've used as a table runner. And what's great about this is, yes, it is made out of newspaper, it's what they make newspapers out of, but also a lot of evening restaurants use them to cover the tops of their tables when new guests come in, and then when they're done, they throw it away.
It's very practical that way, yeah.
Exactly, so I like to play with that idea. So I use that as the table runner, as the base.
And it gives it such a nice, clean look and feel.
Exactly, and it's nice also that it's off-white. It's not like pure white, so it's kind of going off-key colours and neutral colours, pairing them together.
Yeah, not intimidating because I know that when I get to a restaurant and the tablecloth is like super white, you're like, I don't even want to mess on it, but yeah.
I'm so scared to touch it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then instead of using vases, I looked at using odd mismatched glasses, drinking glasses, that already had their own kind of detail and embossing into them already, so it made it a little bit more interesting. And then instead of going and buying store-bought flowers, I actually went to the Chart Farm, which is a rose farm in Wynberg, and picked the roses myself that morning of my party.
Fantastic.
So there's some really nice elements you can put together.
They've really held up for a long time now. It's been 2 weeks. They're still looking good.
No,
I know, exactly.
The flowers look really beautiful, but my actual birthday was 2 weeks ago, but my party was on Saturday.
Yes.
So we've kept it together and pulled it through.
And so, the candles?
And some nice clean candles. Always nice to set a nice vibe and a nice actual atmosphere for your guests. And then really fun things to do are to use like little toothpicks and make out of ribbon your own little flags to decorate your cake with. This was a bunter cake, so it had a hole through the middle, so I filled it with roses. So there's just nice things, key elements that you can pair everything together with and really make it come out as a whole.
Wow, a really, really inspiring idea, and it looks really amazing. What did your guests have to say?
My guests loved it. Everyone came, and I actually had a dress code, so everyone had to wear white and beige. So everyone matched together, and it just looked so beautiful. Everyone's sitting there together, all in the same colours, and they matched the table, and the food is so good there, so we also had a really great time.
Well, I hope that you really did enjoy it. There you have it, a wonderful, inspiring party idea on a budget that you can do at home as well. We'll be right back after these.